Forgot my drink. I don't know why I started it. Where's the pause? But yeah, let's get this started. Deku with Miss Joke in his room. Whenever somebody comes in, with two people come in, knocking on the door, with masks over their faces or like drapes. They come in and they ask for Deku and all that, and they explain the reasoning to Miss Joke. They'll come, and Miss Joke would get Deku, and he would come. He would come until you end up into this old Japanese big room, like a mansion. Walking into a place like a weapon forge. Deku would walk in, seeing swords on the wall. And he would find that these swords are Demon Slayer swords. Old ones, there's chips in it. They're colored. There's a yellow one with stripes through it. Straight black one. Until he comes up to 5 red dyed swords. Which he would touch them, which he would feel the burn off of it. Which would confuse him. Wondering how these blades are still hot, if they're just sitting up here. And they're not just made, they're up here for a while, it seems. With already used marks on it. From a long battle against something. Touching it. Using this sort of ability to see back into a relative's past. Or back into people's past. Seeing the sword turned into a snake-like form, stabbing into some demon's neck. So yeah. But yeah, so they would walk in with them saying hello, explaining the reasoning, saying the samurai asked us to fix your blade and all that, which Deku would agree to, but he insisted that he would be there watching it, which they would say that's okay. He'll watch as this blade gets formed back and gave it to him. Hi, you alright? No, man. Sorry about that. But so yeah, they're gonna get the takeout. So whenever he gets the sword back, he would test it, which they would ask him, "That's fine," and he would say, "Yes, that's fine." Or I said he can't test it right away. You have to examine the blade if there's any weakness to it for a day. Of course, they would insist he can go back to Miss Joke's room or apartment, but he would say no. And they'd get up in a room, and he would wait till Sword's back. He would get it back. On this day, Miss Joke would come back, telling them that did you keep him here for a while? There's a mission that we have to go on. Which they would say, okay, that's fine. Just don't leave him here. But of course he'll be interested in this. Oh my god, give me a sec. Sorry about all the noise on my door. I gotta shoo some pests away. But okay. So we're gonna start this off with with Deku following this joke, which he would. But he knows jumping the building would get suspicions, so he would have took his sword, went back to Joke's place, got in, put on some normal clothes where he doesn't stand out, which Miss Joke had got him where he doesn't stand out too much, and all that. I was saying they tried to make him go to school, but he didn't want to, and said he wanted to train, and all that. And he wanted to go through the city, is what his excuse was, for about a month. But while jumping through this, or running through this as fast as he can, he would run into an officer, which he would try to dodge around. But the officer would grab him, saying, "Are you trying to skip school?" And would bring him to the closest school, dropping him off with the principal. Or dropping out of school in front of one of the classes, or telling him to stay here and watch him. Of course, Deku would go with it, try not to get in more trouble, and he would dash through the hallways, trying to get to the top. Which people would see this kid dashing through the hallways and jumping up the stairs, and they would be like, "What is this kid doing? He's going to Bakugo's territory." The top of the building had the stairs, which Deku would stop whenever it seems like there's nobody else walking up, being face to face with Bakugo and his goons. So yeah, of course, Bakugo would have probably trying to rough him up, saying, "Why you up here, man? You don't look too familiar, or somebody new, somebody class, or you the low grade or something. You look like from my grade." Push him, and of course he would try and intimidate him with the explosion. But of course Deku's not having this, and his sword that's hidden, he would pull it out, showing everybody it, pulling out his blade, and he would have used fake rainbow with Bakugo, Joe, and exploding same villain. But of course his hand would go through it along with this explosion, with Deku appearing behind them, saying, "Next time, don't get in my way." And he would have used Raging Sun, slashing at the ground, at the stairs, which it would look like he missed, but of course it hit, and the stairs below them would break, making them fall down, which he said was a dumb move, since that could cause him to look out, but it might distract people to go to the school. There's not. What are you doing? Greedy dog? Sorry, I had to get my dogs messed up. But yeah. So, right now, he would jump off, hitting the walls and cross them, looking for Miss Joke, which he knows that he's still around them, because he just passed the school. That's why the police officer assumed that he was trying to skip school. So, he would be too far. But he would dash off faster. This time, actually jumping on roofs, getting aerial support. He would spot her, and he would flash dance down there. And he would have used this to dodge through people very easily. where people can't notice him, and he would be right up and joke. Which she would walk into a building that looks very bland on the inside, but it looks very new. Sort of like not really built for anything else than for use, nothing much. He would go in, and he would see that there's somebody at the desk. So he would flash his way over there, dodging all the way up, and he would be going to door, and he would get all the way up there until he is right there outside the door, which he would use his ability to see through the world. If you guys didn't know, it can be used with hearing too. Like, people can use hearing to activate or kind of use the same abilities as see-through world. So yeah. So he would have did this, be able to hear them talking about there's a group of demons out in the forest right now. It seems to be around 7. And they all seem to look alike. So they assume that one of them's the strongest, turning the people into demons. So yeah. They would go down there with Deku. You're just gonna go there and try to slay some demons. So when this is in effect, this plan, he would go down with, I would say that we released around 40 small heroes and all that junk, and one big hero. Of course, you know, Miss Joke is probably one of the relatively stronger, one of those average heroes, but the stronger one there is Aizawa. In this one, Aizawa's ability is more like a superpower than just a regular quirk. More superpower like than quirks are, since his ability works in a wider range of abilities by canceling all demon functions. That's why I'm going to call it a superpower in this one. Quirks alike, anything remotely making somebody stronger than a normal human is what he reverts somebody to, called human. Human allows him to turn anything that has special properties with physical strength that is not possible by humans naturally back in the day, then they would revert back to what they were. This is the gift by a god. I forget what the god was, but I know there's like 2 gods that, like in the SCP universe, that one that wants evolution, one doesn't. And that's the one that gave him that ability to do this. So yeah. I'm going to use a lot of gods for reference to power in this one. So yeah. But this ability does not work on Deku. Since his powers are able to be used by normal humans by just special training. So yeah, his abilities will be used for on Deku. So yeah. So this is very useful in battle against demons. But the one thing it cannot work on is a demon's ability to not be affected by normal blades or anything like that. They still need the special blades, which he has on him, of course. So yeah, I would say that since their strength is natural, but their demon blood arts are not, he would make them weaker, but they would still be stronger as natural people. Well, I'm saying that they're still physically stronger than humans, but not as much gap as it used to be. So yeah, like I would say that they're a bodybuilder can lift around 300 on face shoulders, so I'd say that they can do twice as much of that. So they're at superhuman levels. Like, here's one good one: Wolverine level of strength. It is superhuman, but it's not super strength, like All Might says. And he's one of the stronger people there, since his quirk pretty much makes almost everything weaker to him. Which would put Azawa as, even though he doesn't want fame, with his quirk being used on villains and demons, he would rack up fame by how many counts of demons that he had taken down over the years, racking him up to number 3 hero. Which people say that he is stronger than number 2 though, since this number 2 can be taken down easily by his quirk. So yeah. So, of course, they would get there, and they would have been attacked by the demons. Azawa would, of course, not be as skeptical as normal people, saying that the bigger one is the stronger demon, as people would charge against the dad of the family, of what the spiders call them, and all that. And people would rush against the daughter of the family, I would call her, and all that. So they would charge towards them, trying to kill them. But of course, as I would see the little kid, the little boy, it seems to be, and you see how his aura feels different, and all that. But of course, Azawa is a limit to for a couple people, since he has to see them in front of him, not beside him and all that. So normally he would go after 2 or more, 3 or 2. So he would go after this, getting caught in some web, and almost got bit by the small spider dude. And you would dodge. But what they notice is that they're right next to a house when they hear a cry, and the kid would jump out. And this kid would be Dinky. Whenever Dinky jumps out, the heroes will just look over with the little kid of the family, slaughtering 5 of the men instantly in that 1 second. The big guy would punch 2 of them, smashing them to the ground, taking a few of them out. Where their numbers will down to a mere 20 from 40, Deku would jump in right above the big guy, swinging his sword, which would hit him, hit the big guy, cutting down his chest, instantly jumping back, using Flame Wheel, delivering a straight cut to his neck, and slicing it, but it would be shallow, so you'd come back with a fake rainbow, finishing him off before it could land an attack on him, which would surprise people, which what they just seen is a blur of a little kid taking down this demon that they have trouble with, turning, dashing forward against the spider, the small spider one, gonna slash it wherever it shoots, tries to bite, and Zawa, whenever he's distracted, and all that, backing it off with him telling Zawa that this one seems to have the ability to use poison to turn people into spiders, pointing to 3 people that were bitten and they're on the ground in pain. What can you do? You should take this, since your ability is to cancel any abnormality, so you should be able to look at him and cancel this ability. And all that, since here he has a description on his quirk. But yeah. And Deku would face against the small kid. But the kid would be protected by the little girl, with the girl of the family, and with the mom facing off the people that were going against her. Which he would face against being able to dodge all the moves very easily. And with her being far into the forest, is what her technique or fighting capability she uses is being far away. Deku would use the see-through rule to quickly find her, and would go up to her using a tag deflecting or cutting through all of her strength and effectively getting up to her with her crying and all that, explaining that the kid's the leader and what the kid did. Which Deku should ask for a painless death, accepting it, with Deku using the most painless death as he could, using the quickest slash he can do, and he would use the ability, he would jump into the air, and he would have delivered a cut to the back of her neck using solar heat haze, or setting, getting sun transformation. Oh my god, I can't read, guys. Cutting her head cleanly off as possible. But yeah, taking her down, people would see, or people wouldn't know, but they'll notice a whole bunch of threads will drop down. And now there is 2. One of them is the child that people are facing against, and the other one is the spider-like dude, which got away from Azawa, knowing what his quirk is by what it does with his venom. And you would see a kid, he says, I'll just play with this kid. With him having a sort of knife, which is Demon Slayer knife, is what he called it. This is the piece of the sword from Deku's blade that he got. And all that. Which the kid would have had the explanation of his breath style, and he's been trying to use it. All he gained from this was the ability to use his ability to dash forward very fastly, which he named Thunderclap Strike. Is what he named it. And he wanted to use this move since he seen that Deku could use a similar move that Deku called Flash Dance. And his quirk seemed to only do that, so he thought it was Fate. itself telling him to use it. So yeah. But yeah. But he would use it. Take the blade, running off from the spiders, clapping or Thunderflash clapping into the trees. With his one movement, leaving him there, and he would go down the forest till the heroes would see him there, dash right below them, and jump over them, telling them to protect them, which they would, but they'd be instantly taken out by Venom, or try to. Of course, they would see the kid in the corner with a knife, and all that. But with all them being taken down, the kid would get scared, and he would pass out. This is his new repercussions of his quirk. Instead of becoming stupid dumb, he would pass out instead. With the result of being able to use his quirk more, but him being passed out instead of being able to move and walk as a Dumbo. So yeah. He'll pass out hitting his head, which the heroes will see after he struck it, took down a couple spiders. But he wake up, lightning coming from his mouth and his eyes opening, called Thunder God mode, pretty much. And he'd take his blade, saying the move over and over again. People hear. Dashing forward, he would do. And dash forward, of course, the thing would dodge it. Launching his house into the air is what would happen. But he would flash up there, which the spider tries to dodge him. But eventually, on his 8th thunderclap, he'd be above it, doing his 9th, coming down and taking down the demon. Which they would see as this kid seemingly took down one of the demons fairly easily. They could congratulate the kid, but what they see is the kid passed out. A lot of people think that these kids nowadays are very strong. Deku took down a demon, and so did this other kid. So yeah. But of course, Deku and Azawa will be facing the boss leader of these spiders, and they'll be losing because Azawa, even using his quirk, but the thing's using threads instead of physical strength, so he can't do much against it. They're being taken down until Azawa was launched and passed out. But when this happens, Deku would see as a kid would jump out of the forest with a boar mask on, spinning, cutting through the threads, slashing down the demon, and Deku take full advantage of this using Solar Halo Dragon Dance, coming all the way up to it, slashing his head off as the kid throws his blades at him, now the demon hitting it. This kid would be known as, I actually never found out a name. I might just call him the name from the Demon Slayer. Give me a second, I gotta remember it. I think his name's Inosuke. Yeah. They took down demons. They were took back with Inosuke. And Dinky, the 3 kids that seemingly took down demons with them. The survivor was saying that the other kid with the sword, this kid's Inosuke, took down one of the demons for them. The 7th count one that was in the forest. So yeah. But yeah. So, this is, I think, the last what if I can do today. See you guys later.